Imagine a city that tried to reach the sky, built by men who believed they could challenge both nature and the gods. This is not a dream, nor just a myth. This is Babylon, the city that wrote the laws, read the stars, and paid the ultimate price. Stay with me, just 5 minutes of curiosity might change how you see history. Babylon is not just a name on an old map. It's a massive idea about human power, how we build, how we rule, how we believe we can rewrite the rules of the universe itself. In this video, we'll go through Babylon's birth, its rise, its mysteries of science and religion, its fall, and the legacy that still shapes us today. I won't give you boring dates. I'll show you Babylon as a living story, a reminder of our potential and our limits at once. The name Babylon means the gate of the gods or the gate to the heavens. Before becoming an empire, it was just a small settlement along the Euphrates River, a crossroads for trade, agriculture, and navigation. It grew under local kings until one man changed everything: Hammurabi. He wasn't only a ruler, he was law itself, carved into stone and clay. The Code of Hammurabi wasn't merely a list of punishments. It was a declaration that justice could be written, preserved, and applied equally, a revolutionary idea for its time. Then came the Golden Age, the reign of Nebuchadnezzar II, the man who turned Babylon from a capital into a legend. Under his rule, the city became a living dream: massive walls, organized streets, and towering ziggurats that touched the clouds. He is said to have built the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, a symbol of power and beauty built for his queen who missed her mountain homeland. But behind that beauty was ambition, the will to show that human hands could rival divine creation. The story of the Tower of Babel is more than a religious tale. It is the symbol of an eternal struggle between ambition and limitation. According to Scripture, humanity united to build a tower reaching the heavens, and God scattered them by confusing their languages. Historically, it may have been inspired by a ziggurat, a massive step tower that dominated ancient Babylon's skyline. But what if the story was a warning, a reminder that when humans try to challenge the divine order or the limits of nature, they invite their own collapse? The tower stands as a symbol of pride, unity, and the chaos that follows human arrogance. The Babylonians were not only builders, they were observers and thinkers. They recorded the stars, tracked planetary movements, and created astonishingly accurate astronomical tables. They weren't merely mystics, they were the first scientists, blending observation with belief. For them, astrology and astronomy were not opposites, they were two sides of the same search for meaning. Babylon teaches us that the birth of science began not from certainty, but from wonder. Hammurabi's code remains one of the greatest milestones in human civilization, over 280 laws carved into stone, covering justice, property, marriage, and punishment. It was strict, yes, but it gave structure to society. It established a foundation for organized government, where the power of kings was tied to the rule of law. Babylon didn't just build towers, it built systems. And that system's echoes can still be felt in modern legal thought. Like all great civilizations, Babylon eventually fell. Its decline wasn't a single event but a chain reaction: invasions, economic decay, and the erosion of centralized power. When Cyrus the Great of Persia conquered Babylon, the empire didn't vanish overnight, but its soul began to fade. What remained were ruins, silent stones that once heard the voices of kings, priests, and dreamers. Over centuries of wars and neglect, the world forgot what Babylon once meant. And yet, Babylon never truly disappeared. In scripture, literature, and myth, it became a symbol of pride, sin, and human ambition. Writers and prophets used it as a metaphor for corruption and downfall. Historians and archaeologists, on the other hand, rediscovered it as a cradle of knowledge and order. In every way, Babylon continues to live as both warning and wonder. The legacy of Babylon isn't only in its bricks or its laws, it is in what it tells us about ourselves. That ambition without humility leads to ruin. That science and spirituality once walked hand in hand. And that every great power, no matter how mighty, carries within it the seed of its own end. Babylon reminds us that building civilization requires more than strength, it requires balance, wisdom, and restraint. Babylon died as a city, but not as an idea. it still speaks, warning us, inspiring us, haunting us. It tells us that the line between creation and destruction is thinner than we think, and that every time we forget our limits, we rebuild the tower once again. If you found this story intriguing, share it, and let's keep exploring the lost worlds that built our present.